Okay, 0.56.1, it was just an update right before crafted weapons came up. So if we scroll all the way down, we will see here modification kits. So now with modification kits, what you can do is you can apply them to modify them, the crafted weapons you had from testing grounds location, but as well you can do them on lucky weapons. What are the modification kits? So basically they are divided into main 5 types, which is going to be for pistols, submachine guns, shotguns, assault rifles, and rifles. However, they have been more divided into 3 kind of subtypes for modification, which is going to be for damage modification, for accuracy modification, and wear modification. Okay, so how the modification kits actually work. So for each attempt you apply a modification to the gun, the success rate will be reduced for the next modification attempt. So for example, if I apply for the first time one modification kit to a weapon, then for the second attempt it will have lower success rate. I want also to note that if the modification is unsuccessful and it won't be applied, the weapon will be broken. In order to repair it, the only way to repair, in this case the weapon, you'll need to use weapon master kit, which you'll be able to find it from the premium shop. Now the weapons that have been already modifications of lower chance of the success. So if you have an already modified weapon, for its next modification it will have always lower success. Now the probability of the success of the modification, it will always be displayed on your game interface, so you'll be able to understand, you'll be able to see what is your chance based on this modification. Now you're not going to be able to reset the applying modifications, and it will always be from its first successful modification state. So here I want to show you how you can craft the modification kits. So by going to the inventory, to the craft inventory, you're able to find all the modification kits since you installed the recipe. So as you can see, this is what you need. So by looking a little bit carefully here, this is what the items you need those parts. And as you can see, for different modification kits you will need different NDP polymer, different components. Now I want to show you one of the most expensive but one of the most easiest way to get weapon parts for the modification kits. So basically you can just buy stock weapons and just assemble them, and by that you're just getting from 7 to 12 weapon parts. However, there's a little bit better way for a second way to do this, which I totally recommend, and it doesn't take away so much of your cost, but it takes away a little bit of your time. It is to craft weapons with V1 module, which with a V1 module you can go up to 10 weapons, which with those 10 weapons you'll be able to craft a big amount of weapon parts. And based on this, you're not really spending so much money. You basically spending the items you earned by participating on the drone arena. Okay, I want to talk about now PVE modification. So as you can see here, I'm actually using an L96 for this. So what I'm going to do with this L96, I'm going to apply for the first. So first what we're going to do is we're going to apply the wear resistant kits. So first I will place one wear resistant, which gives me 50% of chance of successful, and it applied successfully for the first time. Now I will try a second time. However, I'm gonna get one more weapon master kit in case it fails, and over here we can just go place it, and as you can see it fails for the second state. So I'm repairing it, then I'm gonna use one more, another failure, and I'm gonna repair it again. So for each time this happens, the success rate will always get reduced. Now I'm gonna try one more time and successfully apply the second state modification. So 2 wear resistance is done. Now is the part of the modification. So as you can see, one more failure, then I have to repair it again, and then as you can see here, it applied. So I want to talk about a little bit about PvP modification and how this really works. So I'm just going to talk about a the most common way to make a PvP gun, which is on M9 modification count. So basically all you need to do is find a weapon that is about from 21% and a little bit higher and has the compatibility, those statistics right there. So once you find the right compatibility for it, and that is until 21 and higher percent of damage, also you might want to be careful with the accuracy, that has to be lower than 20%, than negative 20% of accuracy. Once you find this weapon and you're gonna be able to, and you have everything, basically all you need to do is place one accuracy kit first, which will have 50% of success rate, and after you're going to apply a damage kit. For the damage kit, it will have one of the most lowest success rates of all, which is going to be 10% success rate. In this type of situation, you'll need at least 5 or more damage kits and repair kits in order to restore its condition and try again until you successfully modify the weapon. Now I want to talk about a little bit about the modification count, because for the PvP modification is a bit different. So from the first modification on the accuracy kit, it will become an M6, and then from M6, if it's all good, all the numbers are good, basically you're gonna go for the damage kit, which it will make it to M9 modification count. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned about modifications, the cost, the risk, and everything. And I will see you on the next one.